Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mias and welcome to my Kozmo slash Metalfoes Kozmo slash also True King Kozmo combo video. So before you start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get right into it. So the first one is actually going to be with the Metalfoes. The second one will be with the True King. So for all of those nostalgic fans, because I personally used to play Kozmo a lot back in 2016. And funny enough, it was actually a really good money making if you got to play and top locals consistently, because it was at a point where anti-spell fragrance was a super rare card in the OTS packs. So it was like an easy 20 to 25 Canadian dollars every single time you pulled it, and it was insanely easy to get. Like sometimes you would get 2 anti-spells off of topping one single local. So yeah, playing this deck actually got me a lot of money, and yeah, I'm just here to show you a bit of nostalgia that I had back in the days. But I guess this is with the Metalfoes. I didn't really get to play too much with them back then, but yeah. So assuming that you kind of have like a pilot with one big ship, a slip rider, or a Dark Destroyer, because Dark Destroyer is kind of like the searcher of the deck. It can pop itself and summon any of the ships you want. And also you need a Metalfoes monster, and if you have Kozmo Town, then it actually helps a lot because you'll be able to do way more than that. But even if you don't have Kozmo Town, you can still do a bunch of the combo. It's just not going to be looking as nice. You're going to be missing one cool card. So yeah, having Kozmo Town is actually really fantastic. And also the thing is, with Kozmo, unfortunately, it's kind of like a deck that requires a lot of cards to play, but at the same time, if you can just sit on one big monster, sometimes your opponent can't play the game. So sometimes a single tin can like beat someone with a hand of 10 cards because just you summon Dark Destroyer and that's it. But then sometimes you have 5 cards in your hand and you can't really do too much. So in a way, it's kind of reminiscent to Monarchs, whereas you can actually brick really hard and draw the absolute nuts. And I want to say this hand is really not hard to get, honestly. It's quite easy to find. It's just a combination of 5 kind of random cards in your deck. Kozmo Town's a 4 of. The deck technically is a 40 card deck. It's just that this is all over the place. So obviously don't look at the deck size. Anyways, Farm Girl or whatever is going to go into the big ship, which we will instantly destroy to summon Slip Rider off of the big ship, I guess, because you set combination and you could just get the pop it with Slip Rider, so that's nice. Going to be Pendulum Summoning in a non-Pendulum deck. How freaking cool is that? Seriously, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, summon, you know, Strawman and set another combination, which you will pop again. Sorry, not even Strawman, Sword Troopers. Yeah, oh wow. That's even better, actually, because we're gonna get to summon Strawman way later on. And, oh yeah, you obviously don't use the mulligan effect. This is just to show you, yeah, even if you, like, kind of brick or something, you can use the mulligan effect. Obviously, I'm in land mode, and I don't check deck, so, do not shuffle deck, so obviously, you can expect this to always be like that. Now I can Pendulum Summon, and my 2 Slip Riders actually pop spells and traps on summon, so guess which 2 spells and traps actually get effects when they're destroyed? Well, technically 4 of them, but combination and Kozmo Town get me like instant real card advantage, so that's gonna be nice. To search for any Metalfoes and any Kozmo card. No, sorry, I think it's oh yeah, Kozmo card, yeah, oh wow, that's crazy. You can search Cosmojo when Kozmo Town is destroyed. That's nasty. Yeah, but obviously you're always gonna be wanting to get Dark Destroyed instead. None of its effects are once per turn, which is very fair, of course. I wonder why this card was 200 bucks. Beats me. Yeah, you're going to be destroying Slip Rider alongside Bismugear to summon Vanisher, which will obviously trigger in Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. You're going to summon Strawman, which will then summon, I believe, Forerunner, and then you'll tag out to the Strawman very specifically. We didn't use the effect of Sword Troopers yet, I believe, right? I don't think so. Maybe, but I really don't think so. Yeah, no, actually we didn't. So yeah, Dark Destroyer will now destroy the big ship, which could have been Forerunner, Dark Destroyer, or Landwalker, or the other level 6 garbage card. Something. I forgot. It's not a good... Dog Fighter. That's the name of like an MMA fighter or something like that. Yeah, now you destroy that, and you summon Delta Shuttle, which is the level 5. This is why this... I mean, this is one of the 2 reasons why this couldn't actually just be a second Slip Rider or like a... Actually, if it was a Delta Shuttle, could have kind of worked, but I gotta revisit that, honestly. I'm not even 100% sure. yeah, you're going to use its effect, which is a cost, by the way, just to send. So even if your Delta Shuttle is negated, you can still send for cost. And there's a really, really cool combo, I really have to say this, where if you have Infinity and Delta Shuttle, there's literally a way you can combo by using Delta Shuttle and negating yourself with Infinity. So 10 billion IQ plays, and it's really sick, honestly. Yeah, you can negate yourself, destroy, Delta Shuttle dies, you summon back like Sword Trooper, you revive back a monster that you sent, like maybe, I don't know, Dark Lady, and yeah, you just win. Or like another Strawman and then revive back another monster and face Tin Can. And by the way, this is a combo, of course, well, I mean, technically it doesn't really exist right now, but in Master Rule 5 it is significantly better because you're going to have a bit more extra spots to play with. Your Infinity can be in the extra monster zone, and then, yeah, revive back Strawman, and then revive back from the Banished, the Forerunner, and what do you see on my field? You see just a bunch of cards, right? Well, we have a level 9 and 3 different monsters, so why not just banish all of them to make Trishula? And then make VFD. It's that simple. Yeah, Infinity, VFD, and a Dark Destroyer. Not too bad, but of course it is a 5-card combo and it does utilize Metalfoes cards. So, conclusion, I don't think Metalfoes cards are the best for this deck. Yeah, combo number 2, sorry, will probably just get used, like sold on the True King cards. So let's get right into it. Alright, so with only 3 cards, this time it's significantly better. It's just more flexible, and it's going to be a better board. So, I swear on my life, I'm actually not joking. Fire King Island is of course going to do the exact same beginning moves. Even search, everything at the very beginning is the exact same. So you search for Garunix, which is a level 3 Garnet. Literally Garnet, actually it's a really bad card. And yeah, Strawman is going to tag out for Slip Rider, and now this is a point where you gotta know that Fire King Island is more than just a diagram. It's a diagram that actually has another effect after it destroys one of your cards, because when it is destroyed, you destroyed every monster on the field, which is nasty because obviously they float, so you just summon Delta Shuttle and Sword Troopers. Delta Shuttle is a foolish, Sword Troopers is a monster reborn, you kind of see where this is going. Strawman is a monster reborn from the Banished. Of course, none of these cards are hard once per turns, which once again, fair Yu-Gi-Oh design. 2 level 5 machines on the field. What does this mean? Of course it's Infinity. Well, Nova first, and then Infinity. And then since we never used our normal summon yet, Fire King Avatar Garunix is going to be our normal summon. So it's funny because technically we only have like just 2 garbage like vanillas that already use their effects in Infinity and a Garnet in our hand. And with 3 Garnets, we can actually just end on the nuts. So Levier into another Strawman, into use the effect again for Forerunner. And then, what am I gonna do? So back in the days, people were making Gachi Gachi, Armored Koopa or something like that, and Herald of Pure Light, because you could actually recycle back like a Dark Destroyer from your graveyard, but then you had to shuffle back a card from your hand, so sometimes you had to get rid of that Fire King Avatar Garunix. But I'm actually going to be doing something pretty insane that I think is just fantastic, and it's not necessarily, I guess I want to say a new card, but it's a card that people never really had the opportunity to take advantage of, and that card is Mannequin Cat. So shoutouts to Jesse Flores if you're watching this. I know this is your favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh probably, because it actually does so much. It is one of the very rare cards in Yu-Gi-Oh that special summons from the deck without negating the monster effect that of the monster you summon, and it just has no drawback. So if you play Mannequin Cat with Kaijus, the world is literally your oyster. It's disgusting. You can do everything, because also the monster that is summoned to your opponent's field, you target it according to its type or attribute. It doesn't have to be both. So basically, if our opponent summons a dark monster or machine monster, we can summon Dark Destroyer directly from the deck, and then pop a monster on their field, and we have Dark Destroyer on the field. And of course, this Forerunner is going to be destroyed and summon Tin Can. Tin Can can reveal 3 cards, so, well, 3 cards with different names. It's kind of like a weaker Pantheism, but at the same time, it's a little better because the cards are actually random. Whereas Pantheism, your opponent chooses. So if you reveal 2 very good cards and 1 crappy card, obviously your opponent is always going to give you that crappy card with Pantheism, whereas Tin Can is actually at random. So you can actually just choose to reveal Dark Lady, Dark Destroyer, and Dark Eclipser. I think that's just optimal. You can also choose for a Slip Rider, potentially, if you feel like interrupting your opponent for a spell trap makes any sense. But I'm actually going to be going with option number 1, and I'm going to roll the Dark Eclipser this time. So as you can see, we actually have 3 Kozmos in the graveyard and Dark Eclipser because, once again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sphere is not once per turn, so we can negate trap cards 3 times because we have 3 freaking Kozmo monsters in the graveyard. Yes, yes, Konami, we need more non-once per turn cards. Firewall Dragon was a great start. How about we get more of that? How about like they print like a, I don't know, a searchable soul charge that obviously isn't once per turn, doesn't make you lose life points, doesn't make you skip your battle phase. I wouldn't complain, that would be nice. But yeah, I'm obviously full of shit. Alright, the only card that doesn't technically do anything on the field right now is Leviair, but it does apply pressure, you know, overturn. Because if your opponent doesn't get rid of Leviair, next turn you tag out this, and then you revive it, and then, you know, on end phase it gets a search. Technically, even during the opponent's end phase it gets a search. It kind of becomes uncontrollable, you know? So, yeah. I'm just gonna go right away for Dark Eclipser, because if our opponent top decks Infinite, he might be able to bait the Infinity, so I don't really want that to happen, and summoning Dark Eclipser on my own turn is pretty optimal. So, now the only thing that can really screw me over is Cyber Dragon, right? Well, no, not even, because of what I just explained to you. You know, Mankin Cat is literally that insane, so you can just, you know, go say no to that Cyber Dragon by summoning Dark Destroyer from the deck. Like I said, no restriction, no negation, no nothing. That's it. Mankin Cat is broken. And now we have the nuts off of just 3 cards. That's it. And they were like no nasty cards in our hand to begin with, like no Cosmotown, no Emergency Teleport, no Tin Can, no Demise, obviously, since I can't special summon anyways. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. I love this deck so much. Personally, I like the control version a bit more, so that will be the deck profile that I will be uploading tomorrow. But if you guys are interested in a combo version of Kozmo, I was going to say Cyber Dragons 2, I guess. But if you guys are interested in a combo Kozmo, definitely let me know. That rhymed, ho ho ho. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very soon, probably tomorrow. Obviously tomorrow. Peace.